Hello and welcome to the latest installment of the Guns Gear series. This is probably going to be one of the longest reviews and maybe one of the final reviews. Now the reason this is going to be one of my final reviews is because I only have one gun left, which is the Novak. But the Novak has been in pieces, as some of you know from the updates, and I'm really slowly getting the parts I need. The other day Evike finally got in stock that little set piece I needed, so I already ordered that, and I've ordered a piece for my Ghost Recon loadout video, so there'll be an update on both the Novak and the Ghost Recon loadout. Now, I was going to save this to be my last review because it's a new gun and it's kind of a big deal to me since it's a pretty expensive gun. It's got a lot of stuff going on and it's a long review. Now, as far as you can tell from the box already, this is the G&G FN2000. This channel and my loadout are based off Splinter Cell, so this is Sam Fisher's main weapon in the games. It's not exactly the same gun. I'll go over that in a minute, but I've been wanting this gun ever since I found out what it was, and now that I finally have it, it's pretty cool that I got it. It's one of those guns I never thought I would get because of the high price tag, but you know, the miracles of eBay. Now this is not the first time we've had an FN2000. The Zodiac has an FN2000, and there's a full shooting review on his gun. This one is updated, so this is not going to have the same stock performance as the one that the Zodiac has. So there's going to be a separate shooting video of that gun and then a video of this gun later in the future. So if you want to see the stock performance, watch that video, and I'm going to go over only the stock performance, not the performance of my upgraded gun. Now, I tried to do a review on this yesterday, but I ran into a lot of problems. As some of you know from the updates, like I said, that my camera was shot by the Novak on accident. I explained that in the update, and it started to get messed up during the review, and it actually got dark too, so that was a total fail. Now moving on to the box, I'm doing hands-free right now. I'm using my iPod 5, so if you dig the quality in this video and the way everything looks, then let me know so I can keep using this camera instead. Now I'm going to get some of the specs from the box itself, since they actually have some correct specifications. Now this gun was off eBay for $235, slightly upgraded, well no, upgraded a lot, and it's a pretty good box, and I'm going to quickly go over some of the stuff. Just show you some of the stuff on here. Licensed by FN, so there are FN treads in the gun and the box. Now, here are some of the specifications I was talking about. They actually put on the box 12 grams and 20 gram performance, so don't use 12 grams because they shatter in the barrel. I have never had that happen from experience. I actually used about a couple thousand rounds of JS with 12 grams and they never shattered in the barrel, so I don't know what that's all about. And here's the performance with 20 grams. Now this has an adjustable spring in it. I'm not sure what the MS stands for, but this is the velocity, I guess, with the spring fully pushed in at 410 FPS. Energy 1.6 joules. This is the range is 44 yards or 40 meters. And here the mag capacity, the G&G mags, which it did not come with for me at least, is 450 rounds, high cap. Then the weight is 7 pounds and 4 ounces, or 32,000 grams. Here's a look at the box. Some warnings and stuff on this side. And on the top, there is a carrying handle. Now, this box was really confusing to open up, but the previous owner actually packaged this thing extremely well. Upon opening it, I was greeted, and I'm sure you will too, with this foam pad. In my opinion, a lot of quality guns come with these foam pads, so if you see these in a box review, it's probably a really good gun. The Ares Tar had one of this, and it's a $500 gun. And here's the FN2000 in peanut butter or tan. It came extremely nicely packaged. I mean, that guy was great. He even put these air-filled things. He put those in there to keep the gun from moving around. Everything was bubble wrapped. Even the little extras that came with it were individually bubble wrapped. It was extremely well done, actually better than G&G did it. They had a crappy plastic thing, and I didn't even bother putting that in there because it was so bad. Alright, so here's the gun. Mine came with a plastic flash hider, which was a pain in the ass to get off. I didn't bother bringing that out here because I couldn't find it. It's not worth it. But I had a introduction to the arsenal video of this gun, and it had the flash hider still on it. Now I've actually got my iPod taped to the tripod right now. It's a horrible system, and it's kind of moving around on me, but excuse that. I'm gonna go over what originally came with this gun if you bought it brand new. This gun should come with a plastic flash hider, probably most likely glued on, and it's gonna be orange. Some FN2000s, not all of them, depending on where you bought it, come with the FN2000 flash hider made out of metal, provided by G&G. It comes with the high cap winding mag provided by G&G. Comes with this gun, and it's slightly longer than other M4 mags. It should also come with your front sight already attached to the gun, and I think this comes with a... No, high-end AEGs don't come with batteries, so this gun does not come with a battery. It also comes with an unjamming rod, which I did not get. Alright, so you can buy this gun brand new on eBike for $359.99. I got some information off eBike just now, just to clarify that the FPS ranges from 390 to 410. So that adjustable spring in there is going to change your FPS by that much. I don't remember what the range was on the box because I had a couple cuts, but it says the range on eBike is 110 to 130 feet. It takes a small type battery, which I'll show you in a minute, and eBike says that it's 710 millimeters. Okay, so my eBay deal actually came with a couple of extras, which made that price well worth it. I was actually on eBay for about a month every day trying to find FN2000s, and I finally found this one, and this was probably one of the best options I found. So it has an upgraded spring, a Matrix 130 power spring. Gotta work the focus on this thing. Yeah, so it's got this Matrix spring. The one in here is actually the stock G&G one. The upgraded spring is inside the gun. So that's good news. Upgrades. He also included this RC battery. It's a LiPo, and he converted it to Dean's. So I'm going to convert the JS Beretta itself into a Dean so it will accept this battery. So it's very generous that he included a battery. I was actually going to buy my own LiPo, but I'm glad I got this. And the only reason I didn't buy a LiPo already... Fucking camera, man. Okay, so I'm running into an insane amount of problems today trying to make this review. Golfers, helicopters, airplanes, the wind, and the camera not sticking to the tripod. In fact, here comes that helicopter again, but I'm gonna try to finish this review. I actually had problems making this last night, so what luck. Alright, so the previous owner, his tappet plate apparently broke, or that was what was missing with it. There was two owners. First owner, his tappet plate broke. He replaced it with a G&G FN2000 tappet plate. I think this is just G&G. Doesn't really matter if it's for the FN. He also replaced the piston with this Mad Bull PX piston with metal teeth. I've been inside the gearbox, and I've taken a picture of it, so I'm going to flash it on the screen for you. The reason there's a new piston in there is because that apparently broke. I'm guessing because he used a LiPo, and this gun actually was for sale with problems. I already corrected at least one of the problems. He described it as shooting 2 to 3 on full auto, and when I test fired it, it was shooting, and it sounded like when it was done shooting, the piston was still returning to the front of the gun. And I don't know, it was just really weird. So I kind of already had an idea of what it was, and it turned out I was right. This is a really easy gun to disassemble. It's really easy to get into the gearbox, and one of the nicest parts about this is that the spring can be removed from the gearbox so it doesn't come flying out. And it just makes the whole thing really easy to disassemble. And the motor is not attached. Well, the motor is not inside the gearbox shell. It's outside of the gearbox shell, and so are the trigger contacts. So it's a really ingenious gearbox design. It's actually really easy to work on, so it's really good, and it's easy to take out of the gun itself too. Now the problem was his anti-lockup switch, which is not the original anti-lockup switch. It's actually a different one. I don't exactly remember the name, but I will flash it on the screen. It was not engaged. It was pinned down inside the gearbox, so I put the anti-reversal latch back in place, and now the gun shoots as it should. The only problem is that it does not shoot semi-auto. So it has an upgraded spring, and it also has an upgraded anti-reversal latch, upgraded piston, and Dean's plugs. And there's one more thing, that is the stainless steel inner barrel from Angel Custom. Get this to focus. Angel Custom stainless steel inner barrel. Now I'm going to take it apart, the gun. The barrel is inside the gun. Previous owner included the stock brass barrel in the Angel Custom casing. And this is actually a pretty expensive barrel. It's $30 or $40 just for a barrel, and this is long enough to fit inside the G&G FN2000. And it greatly improves accuracy. I've done a little test shooting with this gun. I don't like to shoot it too much because if it only shoots full auto, then the piston might be stuck back in the gun. I can't release the full auto without semi, and I don't want to wear out my brand new matrix spring. So I'm going to get this gun repaired to shoot semi-auto again, and then I'll start coming out with more videos for it.